Hey everyone, it's Santipes, and today I'm super excited to be playing the new Beedrill EX deck from Chaos Rising. Honestly, I haven't been playing too much Pokemon, specifically like Standard recently. Well, okay, when I say specifically Standard, that kind of implies I've been playing other formats. I'm playing a little bit of Build and Battle, looking for other decks to play, so leave them down below in the comment section. I've been cooking up some... Okay, well, live ain't loading. There we go. Some questionable stuff like this. Obviously, that's pretty bad, and this... and I saw a Mega Dragalge list online, but I haven't even like tried this list. I played a little bit of Mega Ninja. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I played a video on it. But I'm playing the number 2 deck from the set, which might be the number 1 deck from the set, which is Beedrill EX. Beedrill EX is another Stage 2 like Mega Ninja EX. And also they added a deck viewer. I believe you need to go into the editing thing to do it first. I've actually not used this in a video. This is my first time doing it. But we have Beedrill EX, the main Pokemon here, with the attack Rumbling Beast, which is the only attack that we're using, I think. Yeah, and what it does is for 1 grass, you do 1/10 for each of your Beedrill and or Beedrill EX in play. Or I guess and Beedrill EX in play. There aren't any regular Beedrills. That being said, Beedrill actually has some of my all-time favorite cards. There was a Beedrill from Vivid Voltage and a Beedrill from, I guess, Chilling Reign. The Chilling Reign Beedrill itself wasn't super interesting, but the way you got into play, both of them you cheat into play, which is super cool. And this year kind of cheating into play, not really cheating, but using Forest of Vitality, you could argue it's kind of cheating into play. Evolving quickly, not turn 1, and we're running the full Stage 2 line, 4-4-4 line here. And interestingly, this list, I found this list online as well. Hopefully, I'll have the deck list linked down below in the description. I will have the list for you to copy, but hopefully a link to the person who originally played it in Play Limitless. This is just the top list I chose to take here. And it plays Hyper Aroma. This is really cool, searching for 3 Stage 1s. This allows you to get the Kakunas, which are an important piece. Yes, Beedrill EX is, like, I guess more important because you need it in play, but you need the Kakunas, like, essentially just as much, if not more, because you can't play Beedrill EX without Kakuna there in this list. No candies here. And it gets you to Dunsparce as well. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of the Dunsparce, so I'm really excited to see how it... Oh, I don't know if I'm excited. I'm interested in seeing how it plays here today. I've always been a bit of a hater of it, but let's see. I don't think it's bad. I think it's interesting. I think it has some like legitimate strengths, helps you against certain types of hand disruption. Well, like all types of hand disruption there, generally. So that's going to be interesting. And we see Meowth EX, which also is a card I'm not a hater on, but I haven't used as much as I was expecting. So I'm excited to see how this goes. And yeah, we run Dawn as well. We run 4 Lilies, 3 Dawn, 2 Boss. You can see the list, and it is in the description here. Also, only 5 Grass Energies, which is interesting, and 1 Night Stretcher as well. Okay, so I'm wondering how easily we'll find the energies here. We do have 3 Bug Catching Set as well, though. We have 1 Redeemable Ticket as well to, I guess, get the Beedrill EXs. But anyways, I'm super excited to play with this deck, and I'm super excited to see how it goes. I suppose we'll find out. I'll replace this. Okay, well, that didn't work. But let's go ahead and hop into a game here. And as I said, comment down below in the, obviously, comment section any deck ideas you have for me. I'd love to see some really interesting ones, ideally new ones as well, but just like some epic and awesome, or even boring deck ideas. I don't know. I feel like whenever I ask for interesting deck ideas, people are like, oh, you should play like just some good deck or some like moderately good deck, which is, they're fine. They can be fun to play. I like playing Pokemon, but they're not, they're decks I've played in the past. So if you have got like really wacky ideas, though, that'd be cool. Hopefully like kind of okay. I don't want to play decks that are just super terrible, but sometimes I do. Play them, not intend to play them. Also, speaking of super terrible, this hand is not very good. So that's unfortunate. My opponent benched another Pokemon there. This is Mega Starmie with Mega Frostlass here that we're up against. This is interesting. Oh, Beedrill EX does 1/10 so, for each Beedrill you have in play. So this is going to be doing up to 440 or like 330 is the number we're looking for here. We want 3 in play. That'll one-shot the Megas. To drop a Risky Ruins there. We do have the Forest to bump it. They're dropping a Monkey Door. It looks like, wow, they're just like filling their bench here. A lot. Okay, that's interesting. I suppose they don't know what we're running either. We top deck Bug Catching Set, which I'm going to play. We hit Kakuna and Grass Energy, I suppose. And should I have benched the other Dunsparce to start? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm still going to play it. And oh, now that I think about it, they could Mega Starmie and then knock out both my Pokemon and I lose, which is bad because I lose, obviously. Or I could have bumped the stadium first. I probably should have bumped the stadium. Yeah, whoops. Okay, well, I'm going to use Trading Places so I don't lose if they attack me. Instead, I probably should have played the stadium. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do it in case, the stadium gets bumped again, and then I don't have the stadium, and I have like nothing. But I think it was probably the wrong play there. I now have to commit the energy. To be honest, I think I'm like super cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think there's no shot I win this game here. I think they're going to attack with Mega Starmie. Yeah, it looks like they presumably have it. I suppose they need the energy still. It could also be prized, I guess, technically. Or they could like go for some weird play that is presumably like not very good. But Mega Starmie here is it's it's Mega Starmie, right? They're just gonna attack with it, and that's not good for us. So they also drop a Legacy Energy. Okay, they are gonna Pokegear. That's a little surprising. I guess scared like Badoo or something. I don't know. I thinning. I guess. Wait, no. What? No, if you're thinning, you'd play it the other way. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but they get a Frostlass here, so they can get damage on their Munkidori, I guess, and like threaten some of my stuff. We would have lost if I didn't retreat or bump the stadium. As I said, I probably should have bumped it. I don't think it'll matter though. So yeah, the deck list. Wait, how much Pokemon Search did it run? I have the list open in another tab as well. It runs like decent Pokemon Search. We top deck a Redeemable Ticket. Yeah, I should Redeemable Ticket just to thin, I think, is technically right. Or maybe it's not. I'm not really sure, to be honest here. I don't think it matters too much though. I will bump the stadium here. I could Sacred Ash, which doesn't thin. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lillie. And we see, oh, this hand's not bad. Well, okay, it's not like crazy good. No, it's pretty good. I'm gonna grab double Weedle. I guess I'll grab another Weedle and then a Dunsparce there. Thin another card. I should not thin another card. I don't know if I should be pushing for the knockout here. Also, I need to be a little scared of Mega Frostlass. They probably should not have played this Frostlass, now that I think about it as well. I'm going to Fez as well. I'm going to have so many cards in my hand. So this is very scary. Well, it's not scary. I'm getting knocked out. It's like pretty simple. So that is not so good for us. Also, this deck does like it runs how many Sacred Ash? One Sacred Ash, right? Yeah, and then like a Stretcher. So I don't know what's happening once my Beedrill goes down. That's a little unfortunate. I guess I prized one as well, which is also unfortunate, which I guess I did put into the prizes, so maybe playing that Redeemable Ticket wasn't the right play. I drew an absolutely nuts hand off of this, so I don't know. I'll drop Fez, though. That's probably fine. Yeah, prizing it should be okay enough. I forgot Meowth the X's in the deck, but that's fine. And then, so we have access to one Beedrill here, and that's what we have. So we'll run away draw here, and what we see is not much. Okay, I'll probably get the Dunsparce back here. Going for 110, I suppose, is like okay-ish. It's not super good. Also, can I thin my hand down? No, I literally cannot like thin my hand down essentially at all, other than playing the Stretcher for the Dunsparce, which I will do. I think that's probably the right play. I just like talked about recovery and like not having a lot of it, but I think it's still the right play. Play the Stretcher here to have more draw. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. And I'll Ultra Ball away Fan Rotom and Lilies. I have no idea what the other card is I'm supposed to Ultra Ball away here. Either yeah, I'll get rid of Lilies. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much here, to be honest. Either this is probably fine. Maybe I should have kept Lilies. I don't know. But I'm gonna grab the Beedrill, right? So I can actually attack here. Then I'll get the Dunsparce, and we'll waiting for a whopping 110. 110's like not terrible, I guess. It's not great, but it's something. Wait, we're not getting knocked out here either, which is nice. By like wondering how much damage Fezandipiti is going to take as well. Hopefully that's fine. But anyways, we're not getting knocked out by the Mega Frostlass here. They are able to do. I mean, they do 250, right? And then they can also move 30 down Munkidori. And then after that, they can move another 30. So they're pretty close, right? Like on a later turn, they can move another 30. I don't believe they can. I said they could do that. I don't know if they actually can because they don't have the energy to Mega Frostlass. They're getting the Mega Frostlass, which is not surprising. They're getting the Darkness to attach to Munkidori. Also not super surprising. I'm just like looking. Fez is gonna like take so much damage. I think it's still the right play to play it down. I think I should have gone aggressive and I did, and I think okay. Obviously didn't get there, which is not surprising, but I didn't get there. I think it must have been possible to get there. Oh yeah, they obviously heal 30. So. And then from there, okay, they're just going to Jetting Blow. If I were them, I'd go after the Fez. Oh, wait, no, they can knock out a Weedle. Yeah, I forgot that thing they can do. It's got 50 HP. That's not great. So, we need 3. We still need 3 Beedrill EX in play. Kind of scary because that's kind of hard to do. So that's not amazing. We'll Fez first. Then we see a Beedrill. I think I did Dunsparce next. I can lie. Maybe my sequencing is kind of washed. I don't know. But anyways, I'll do Dunsparce. Get 2 Beedrill EXs. We need. I guess we have access to 3 because we have the other Dawn. I'll use another Dunsparce. I think that's the right play. And I need a Weedle, which I don't remember if the Weedle's prized or not. If it is, that's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I will Buddy-Buddy Poffin first. That's not good. That's quite bad. I could boss Monkey Dory or something. That's not. Trying to think here because like, theoretically, I mean, I guess I could Lillie's into like Sacred Ash or something absurd like that. I guess there's a theoretical hand where I could Lillie's into and be able to take the knockout here. Like it exists, but like technically it exists, but not really. So I really don't know what to do here. You know, I'm swinging for 220. Quite simply, I'm just swinging for 220, and also they're gonna be able to like do tons of damage with Mega Frostlass. So I think I just swing into them here for like a little bit of damage. I'm really not sure. None of my plays here are very good. I will Dawn. I'll get the Kakuna and the. That's another Dunsparce. I don't know. Again, all these options are just like not good. I could retreat, and they're just gonna knock out the fresh one with. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're stuck. So I think that plays a little better. I can't get below the handle, right? Or the amount. I need to be below 7. Or realistically, yeah, 7. I guess I could, now that I think about it, actually, which I will do. Yeah, I was like, should I do it? Yeah, I should probably do it. So I'll get to Dunsparce, and I'll get another Dunsparce. Or actually, no, I'm not going to be below hand limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd be at 7. If I got the other Dunsparce. I could just Ultra Ball, though, and Thin. That's actually maybe okay. Getting rid of... I think it's okay to get rid of the Forest. I suppose we'll find out. And getting rid of Beedrill seems bad. I think I can get rid of Meowth. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much here. Anyways, I'll just do that. I'll fail it. Again, don't feel good about this play. Don't feel completely horrendous about it. I'll go ahead. Also, I'm just down to 1 energy. Well, I've attached 1, so I've committed 2. Anyways, we like don't get the knockout, which feels bad. Overall, this position just feels bad. They could knock out my active, which would be really bad. It's all bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's all bad. They get the legacy, so we can't go 3-3 on the 2 megas there. Maybe they'll like play another Mega Starmie or something like that. That's like obviously not a good play there. But they could. They're Hilding. That's not too bad for us. Honestly, Hilda's like not a great supporter. It's okay. You know, you're looking at like tier 2 supporters. They're not great. They're okay. They're not bad, right? It's not a bad card, but it's not. It's getting them 2 cards. The 1 card they don't even need. The other card is like okay. So that's fine. Maybe the Monkey Door gets knocked out. I mean, presumably it will not get knocked out if they're like doing it right. But it'd be kind of funny if it gets knocked out. It'd be very good for us if it gets knocked out as well. They've only played 1 Frostlass, so it should not get knocked out, but it is possible. Then, I mean, yeah, realistically, if they heal it off here, it's not actually that possible. But anyways, in terms of their knockouts as well, they have like a lot of options here. They attach to the Mega Frostlass, not surprising at all. They have the Ignition in hand as well. We obviously know that. They're going to Poké Pad for Monkey Dory. It's probably what I'd Poké Pad for. I mean, I probably wouldn't Poké Pad here if I were them, to be honest. Maybe to Thin. I don't know. It's probably like okay to play Monkey Dory here, I suppose. It's not that bad. I could see playing a Snow Rent down. I don't even know if, like how many they run. They're just going to Jetting Blow though. Hitting, I guess. Okay, they're going to go here. But it's fine. Then we would want to knock out the Mega Frostlass. Knock out the Mega Frostlass is really hard. Obviously, we need to just hit like crazy so we can sequence it there. So I'll Runaway Draw. Or is it a crazy sequence? It's not absurd, but it's not super likely either. So, anyways, let's do Dunsparce again. Looking for the Sacred Ash, right? We get the Sacred. Okay, we could still get it. Yes, we got it. I could Thin more. I feel like thinning. I guess I'll do it. And I'll Ultra Ball away. I'll just Poké Pad actually for another Dunsparce, I suppose is fine. Then we still have the Ultra Ball to actually hit the. Oh yeah, the Sacred Ash is right here. I thought it wasn't in the deck to hit the Weedle app. The Sacred Ash sent it. So it is possible we knock out the Mega Frostlass. We have a 3 and 13. That's terrible. I mean, it's not great, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we missed it. Now what do I do? I suppose I shouldn't have played that redeemable ticket. It kind of cooked me. Maybe that was just like a horrible misplay. I don't know. And speaking of horrible, this position's pretty bad. So I'll play the Dunsparce. I'll play. Even though I could like bossing something super mediocre. Yeah, I don't really know. I'll just swing, take the knockout. I need to spend too long in this game. Let's be honest, I'm probably gonna lose. I'm trying to claw my way back, right? But if they didn't have Legacy, I'd probably win this game, to be honest. I think I'm like in a really good position. Okay, yeah, there are the guys. There are the guys. So that'd be useful earlier on. I suppose I did misplay, and now I'm probably gonna lose because of it. So it's something to know about the deck, but it is good to know. Like, it wasn't hard to find the pieces. It wasn't easy. It was like okay, and then also if their prize is kind of rough. My start was pretty bad though. My start was quite bad. So that was something that was unfortunate. It wasn't truly terrible because I failed out by I think I like got Lilies or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think I top deck Lilies. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna find it here. Yeah. Yeah, I top deck Lilies. Just played it. So anyways, they obviously have the knockout here. They're doing like a lot of damage. So that's unfortunate for us. Is what it is. Realistically, play the Mega Frostlass. Wait, that's a Snorunt? How many Mega Frostlasses do they play? As if they play the Mega Starmie, they might have game. Oh, they have game anyways. Yeah, they're able to have game. Yeah, they have game. Because this is gonna 50, it's gonna take 20 from Frostlass. They can do 30 with Munkidori, so they have game there. I guess scoop this one up because we're guaranteed to lose at this point. We're kind of guaranteed to lose a lot of that game. But yeah, anyways, the deck itself was okay. I was okay, I guess. I don't know if I was okay. I misplayed. I'm pretty sure. Like again, I did thin. I feel like the deck would be better with more recovery though. Obviously, I'm saying a lot. I got a lot of things that I'm thinking about with this deck. And as I said, I haven't played this deck before. I played some Forest Vitality decks, not as much as I mean. Honestly, I don't like Arboliva EX very much. I don't think it's super good. I don't play too much Meganium, and I don't really play too much Hydrapple or Megavenusaur. I played with them a little bit. I'll go first here. Surely I go first, right? Do I have anything I do going second? No. So I'll go first. I think. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, there's like Badoo going first. Or sorry, I could get Badoo going first. Going second, you Badoo. We want a Fan Rotom. We got Fan Rotom. Awesome. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not the best starter. Probably starting a Dunsparce or maybe even a Weedle would be better. But also, can I? Yeah, I was like, it's glowing before my turn. I drew, which is kind of wacky. I will start with Fan Rotom. Wait, what? Okay. Also, we're in the mirror here. That's kind of funny. I'll get 3 Dunsparces here. They play Arboliva. That could be bad for. Probably not like super terrible though. I will. Bug Catching Set. Yeah, Bug Catching Set. That's fine. We get the whole line, which is cool, I suppose. I don't want to commit the first Beedrill here. I do want a Salt Landing on my turn. I'm slightly worried. I'm not super familiar with the deck. I'm moderately familiar. I know that they could be running Arboliva. I'm like aware of that, but I was looking at lists and they weren't. Hopefully I'm fine here. I don't have the stadium in hand. Hopefully I guess they play the stadium and I just knock them out. Taking the first knockout is good. So okay, I guess no. Taking the first knockout is kind of bad because you want to maintain a single prize board. In a deck like this, the decks are relatively right, so you want to maintain that single prize board. But if you can't maintain that single prize board, then if you either both have multi-prize boards or both have single prize boards, you want to like take the first. Or sorry, if you both have single prize boards, you want to take the first knockout. If you both have, if they get a if we built a multi-prize board, we want to take the first multi-prize knockout, essentially, is what you want to do. Pretty much. I think I explained that right. Yeah. Anyways, what I want to do is not play a Beedrill. Or the Meowth. If I started the Meowth, that would have actually been like really terrible. Okay. Wait, why did they grab Meowth there? What? That seems like super bad. Okay, well, anyways. That was unexpected, but I suppose it's fine by me. I'll Ultra Ball away. Dawn Meowth, I think, is the play. Yeah, that's fine. I could get rid of Beedrill instead, but I'm fine with this. I'm digging for the stadium, quite simply. Nothing more or less than that. Yeah, that's fine. So I hope I hit the stadium. I guess I hope I hit it without needing to use the Dunsparces, but it's certainly fine if I have to. If I don't hit it, I mean, their board is kind of bad, I suppose. And they got Meowth. Why did they get Meowth? Meowth is so bad. Like, they can't play that. Like, if they play the Meowth, they probably lose. How many balls do we run? We run 2. We hit the stadium as well. That's kind of cool. I'll probably the Dunsparce here. I think is fine. I'm not 100% sure if that's right. I could hit Weedle. I will actually Buddy-Buddy Poffin here for a Dunsparce and a Weedle. I think is fine. Yeah, that's probably right. I could go like all in on the Dunsparce, like play that 4th Dunsparce. I think this is fine though. And I need to play the stadium, right? I need to play the stadium because otherwise I don't do any damage. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Quite simply, we take the first knockout. This does enable Fezandipiti EX, but if they take a single prize knockout, it's still fine, right? In that situation, we could theoretically attack with Fan Rotom again, still maintaining a single prize board, which is like kind of cool, I guess. At that point, it doesn't matter too much. We want to take from there 3 knockouts, 2 and 2 prizes, and 1 theoretically could be on a 2 prizer as well, but could be on a single prizer. They're playing the Meowth EX here. Playing Meowth EX at this point isn't, I guess, as bad because they're already down. I don't know. I wouldn't have gone for the Meowth EX. I would have like pushed for something more aggressive. I guess the hand was real bad. I probably would have looked for the Fan Rotom. Maybe it was prize. Maybe they don't run it. I assume they run it. But okay, they drop Smoliv. That's not as good for us. Definitely could be a bit of a problem. I guess I mean Weedle's fine though. I don't have 2 Weedles, so I'm not gonna take 2 prizes here because Arboliva is bad. No, I don't know. I don't think Arboliva is super good, but I've gotten cooked by it a couple of times, so maybe I'm just wrong. But anyways, Arboliva here is a card that does 120 split between Pokemon, but it doesn't split it as much as you want. As in this situation, they do 6 of the Weedle, and then they have 60 more, which could go on like anything and doesn't knock it out. That's cool for us here. Should put us in a pretty good position. I do think they're going to send up the Dolliv. We do really need to respond with the big knockout there, though, which is doable. It is definitely doable, but we'll see if we're actually able to do it. Like, theoretically doable. Maybe not actually doable. They get a Beedrill and a, like a Kakuna or something, a Weedle, so that's fine. They're playing it. This is their 3rd Bug Catching set this turn. Okay, that's kind of funny. They do get the Arboliva. I don't know if they have the energy. I was not paying 100% attention. I mean, probably they have the energy, right? Let's be honest. They have not hit the energy off a Bug Catching set yet, though. They are playing an Arboliva, a Beedrill, and a Kakuna. They got a bunch of guys here. Yeah, and they got the Stretcher, which they got the Grass. So they like Ultra Balled it away or something. I don't even remember when that got there. But anyways, they are going to go ahead with Oil Salvo here. I hope they knock out my active. They should not, and presumably will not. But yeah, I imagine. Okay, yeah, they're going after. Oh. Do they mean to knock out the Kakuna? Yeah, it takes 20 less damage. I was like, I don't know if this works on the bench, but I thought it did, and it does. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and how do I sequence this? I think I Hyper Aroma first. I think I need 1 Beedrill, so I think I'm kind of chilling. But anyways, I'll get double Dunsparce and a Kakuna is probably fine. Trying to think this through, obviously, and I'm not thinking it through super. But I need a Weedle, and I need 3 Beedrills, I need a Weedle, and I need a Kakuna, I believe is what I need. That is probably doable here. Do I have the energy? Yeah, I have the energy. So we need a Beedrill, I believe is what we need. We need 1 Beedrill EX off of the 3 Dudunsparces. More stuff is certainly not something I'll complain about there. I believe Hyper Aroma first was the play. Okay, I believe got what we want. Let me double check. So we could have this here. I'm just going to start playing stuff as well. We got this, we got the Weedle in hand. we have, yeah, we have what we need. I am using Ultra Ball, which is fine. Let's be probably fine. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab these, I guess. I could grab Fez as well. I'm gonna grab Fez, and then I'm not gonna play the basic. I'm gonna Buddy-Buddy Poffin for the Weedle. That thins my deck a little. That's the idea there. And I'll just check these down. We're chilling there. Ultra Ball, discard. I will play 2 Dunsparce as well. That's pretty good. Set myself up better in the future. But we got all the Pokemon here. It's cool. I mean, Dawn just kind of gets you there. And Dawn feels really good here. Dawn feels okay with like just any random force stack, but here it feels like really awesome because you're able to go ahead and just get what you need, and you need like a bunch of stage shoes, not just one. So it's just quite nice there. I'll attach to this Beedrill EX as well. I think that's probably the right play. I will Ultra Ball away. Honestly, probably Dunsparce is okay. I'm looking at my hand. What do I need here? I feel a little scared discarding the grass, but I probably don't need the grass. I probably honestly don't need the Lilies here, but if I get hit by like a stamp or something, not stamp, red card, Lilies is probably good. Dunsparce is probably not that good. So I'll discard those, grabbing that Beedrill there, and we get the knockout. Yeah, not too hard there. Honestly, might have been able to get a 4th one if I needed it. I can't really think of many situations where I would, but we get the knockout there with not too much difficulty. Obviously, playing a good chunk of cards there, but that like makes sense. I mean, I did get 3 stage 2 lines into play there. Like full lines. I don't remember what I started with. I think I started with a stage 1 and stage 2. If they had knocked out the Kakuna, which I think they might have meant to do, I'm not sure if they did what they thought they were going to do. But anyways, okay, well, they scooped. If they knocked out the Kakuna, wouldn't get another basic in stage 1. Probably would have gotten there. I don't remember my prizes. I don't remember if I had any prizing issues there. We ended up hitting the Sacred Ash as well. I probably would have been fine, but you never know, right? So, anyways, let's hop into going. Let's do a 3rd game. I feel like that 1st game went so rough. That 2nd game it went so well. It was also in the mirror. So in terms of, I mean, a few games are going to prove whether the deck's good or not, right? But getting the idea, I want a 3rd one. I want to kind of figure this out. Honestly, obviously making these videos for all of you. And I really appreciate everyone watching as well, and everyone liking and subscribing and stuff. But also I make these for me because I enjoy it, right? I wouldn't make Pokemon TCG videos if I didn't enjoy it, and I like playing the game, and I like playing with decks I don't play. I mean, honestly, most decks I only play a few games. I like to switch up decks a lot, but this is a deck, as I said, I haven't played before this. I might have played once. What? Why aren't their cards loading? And yeah, okay, it looks like we are against... What on earth? Okay, well, we're against Slowking with Vanillux? I mean, they could have just showed me Vanillux twice, but Vanillux looks... Like, surely they don't just hit this Vanillux twice if it's just like a one-of? I mean, it's possible. I don't know. Anyway, so apparently was it paralyze if the, like, 75% chance they paralyze? I have no idea, like, what it was going. I mean, like, I kind of know what's going on here, but I don't really know what I should be doing. I'm going to pop in for Weedle Fan Rotom. You have the Stadium in hand, which is good. I'll probably get... Actually, no, I'm not getting Fan Rotom to search out 1 Dunsparce. That's terrible. Because it's a bench space, and then it essentially doesn't do anything. So yeah, let me not get that there. Technically, it's an attacking option, but they have like 80 HP anyway, so I'll get Weedle, Dunsparce, and that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna play these down and match to the Weedle. I think is fine here. Honestly, this deck's like quite linear in terms of its game plan. In terms of the actual sequencing, there's a bunch of stuff there. With Dunsparce, something like Bug Catching Sets are really in-depth sequencing card. I guess in-depth. I mean, it's kind of weird. And then you look at I don't know, you have like Fez and Meowth and stuff, and then your support alarm's pretty simple as well. And I suppose if things go wrong, like they kind of did in that 1st game, and partially my fault, but they did go wrong, then you kind of need to rethink things. Also, what if we get Curumed? No, it should be fine if I get Curumed. I mean, if I got Curumed going 2nd, yeah, Badoo, that's something. I guess I like kind of knew that could be coming. I don't know. I mean, I was to say I'm not familiar with Slowking lists, which I'm not super familiar with their lists. tell me in the comment section, do you play, like, I know there are some people who play this deck. It's like, surely this deck is not good, right? Wait, are they going to Badoomy? Or they're not going to Badoomy anyways, probably, right? Like, unless they have Latias, which playing Latias also seems not good for them to do. They're going to Lilies. So anyways, it's kind of weird. Wait, why do they attach there as well? I guess attaching there's... I don't know, attaching there seems kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, they play Telepathic Psyche. We literally saw them play, but they play it to get themselves set up. They can't play that now. And then, I guess it thins. I don't know. It feels like a very mediocre play there. Not a terrible play, but attaching to the bench could also be. I know. So they're going to Poké Pad for... I actually don't know what they're getting off the Poké Pad here either. They need... It could be an attacker. That could be, like, not Slowking. It could be Slowking. But it could be... Okay, it's Slowking. I was going to say, it could be something they want to put on top, right? Then discard. But yeah, looks like they got the Slowking there. I mean, I'm presumably going to knock out their Slowpoke. Unless they retreat it, which they're not going to, presumably. I don't know if they can. Presumably they can't really. Okay, they're going to... What's that do? Dangle Tail. Okay, that did nothing. I didn't even... Like, I guess I kind of do with that attack, but not really. So... I assume I'm going to get the knockout. It's possible. I missed the knockout here, but it's pretty unlikely. And if I get paralyzed, that kind of sucks, but surely that's not happening, right? Okay, we got the knockout. That's good. I will Bug Catching Set now. Yeah, if I fail this, like completely fail it, I still get there. Well, that's not really what I was looking for. I think I probably discarded, to be honest. And probably the Redeemable Ticket as well. I don't really think I need that. The other stuff is a little better. I could go for the Dunsparce. That's gotta be wrong, right? That like seems so wrong. So I'll get not that. I'll get the Beedrill. And I was like, wait, do we prize all our Kakunas or something absurd like that? No, we got them like essentially all in our hand. So yeah, I'll play the Kakuna here, I'll play the Kakuna here, and I'll play the Beedrill in the active, and then knock them out. So that's fine. We actually, we don't have the knockout now to think about it on another one. It's fine. We get a prize here. Well, maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. Let's be honest. I feel like Slowking, I was like, wow, this is so scary. I'm so cooked. And then they don't do anything. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen here. Wow, that's not what I needed off the prizes. That's like potentially the least useful card in my deck to draw there, but whatever. Hopefully we top deck something. They drop their Fez down, which is understandable. To draw cards because they need to do stuff, but it is 2 prize liability, so something we're kind of looking at there. That will require 2 Pokemon. I suppose so will Slowking though, right? So gonna Wondrous Patch. Badoo does have free retreat. That's pretty good for them. They have a Slowking in hand. We know that. They don't have the Stadium in play, so that's so far they don't have that. They obviously could get it, but they don't have it right now. And they need to attach, and they need the Pokemon and the attackers that are used. There is the new Metagross as well. I know that card is around. Like out. I don't know if people are really playing it. I haven't really seen people playing it, but I am aware that the card exists and that how much does it do? Does it do 300? I think it actually does 300. So we're actually okay there. Yeah, the Metagross actually does 300. So I think they have ways to knock me out. I think the ways are not super good though. Maybe they're just sending it with Seek Inspiration here. So oh, wait, they have 120. I thought they're like 130 or 140. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're still short with one Beedrill. They're going to Ultra Ball here for something, potentially the Pokemon they're attacking with. If they do Paralyze, that's a little scary, a little annoying. Not super terrible if we don't even have the knockout, but it's not great. We don't really have anything we can do against Paralysis. The only idea is kind of to like Fan Rotom or something weird like that, but we're not doing that, right? That's not very good. So I don't really plan on doing that. I guess the Dunsparce as well. The Dunsparce like would get around Paralysis because you could just use its ability. That is not really useful. They get Meowth, not what I was expecting. For them to get there, they play the Meowth. They supported this turn, right? Or am I being... No, they supported last turn? Oh yeah, they Lillie's last turn. Okay, so they're getting a supporter here. This is after they Fezzed. They do have the attacker with the energy. They don't have like the Stadium. But yeah, no, I don't think a supporter could get it, right? Not mistaken. I guess they could. I'm not very familiar. What's in their list? And they got Surfer. That was definitely not what I was expecting there. It's a switch, draw 1 currently. And would switch, and they are like already retreated. Presumably they're switching back into the Pokemon they retreated into earlier this turn. They do have the Stadium. Okay, they have Academy at Night. They could have attacked, right? Like presumably there was some supporter they got, or they could have gotten, which would have done something. They're going to use Surfer, presumably into Badoo. and then not attack, and then presumably not Academy Knight. That is fine by me, I suppose. I don't really want to Itchy Pollen because, you know, it's Itchy Pollen, but it's fine, I suppose. There are definitely worse things that can happen, and you're already retreated, right? I'm like not making that up. Wait, why do they play Latias? What? That seems bad. I mean, I guess it's not actually a liability because it, like, I'd never go for Latias over Fez, and I guess Meowth also has less HP, and I guess I'd go for the Latias over Fez, but like it doesn't really matter. So I guess it's not like super bad to play, but it doesn't seem super good to play. Kind of a weird play there. We top deck Dunsparce, which is fine. I will not Academy at Night because it's bad, and I will not attach. Again, I could attach the Dunsparce. That seems super terrible. So I'll just go ahead, take the knockout. Maybe I shouldn't have even played the Dunsparce, but I think it's the right play. I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. But anyways, we take a prize. We see a Dunsparce, awesome. It could matter, obviously, if we like play a bunch of Dunsparces. I don't think we're playing like a bunch of Dunsparces on our next turn, though, and using them. So, or even not using them. But they are going to flip the script. Presumably they have the knockout actually with the Metagross here. So that's getting a little scary. Currently, if we take a 2-prize knockout every turn, we will win. And they take a 2-prize knockout as well. So that is like good for us. Realistically, they're not taking a 2-prize knockout every turn, right? But they could, you know, throw in that disruption there to essentially, you know, you get 2-prize knockout every turn with a turn in between. But those turns in between, I'm not doing anything. So essentially, they are taking 2 prizes every turn. I'm taking 1 prize, or I'm taking 1 knockout every turn. Hopefully that knocks on a 2-prizer though. They are going to telepathic there to grab nothing. Okay, I was going to say, like, what do they want? Maybe another Slowpoke. It's not even that good. So yeah, they're going to fail that. They are, again, telepathic Psychic Energy. I've talked so much about this card. It can be so powerful, but you need a deck where you have a, like, ideally a main attacker that's Psychic with a bunch of support that's also Psychic. We see Latias. You see the Slowpoke, Slowking. It's not a bad card in the deck. It helps the deck, certainly, but it's not crazy good. Anyways, they are going to Academy at Night. I assume we're knocked out here. Okay, well, I was also thinking that they could do that, and I was a little scared of that, but I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. What are they knocking out here? They should knock out the Dunsparces, right? Or the Dunsparces, which they do. Okay. I mean, for me, it would have been better if they didn't. This, I guess, technically gives me an easier route to take the knockout if I top deck a Beedrill EX here. Obviously, I don't have the Beedrill EX. In terms of prizing, I guess this is fine for them. Extra Poké Pad. Okay. Then I'll get. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a prize one as well. This is now bad, obviously. Could retreat a Fan Rotom. This is actually like, it's not a very good play. There's a play there. I think I'll just take the Weedle. Now things are looking pretty sketchy. I mean, you know, the deck doesn't play a lot of supporters. It plays Dawn, which is okay, kind of good for the deck, and it plays. Do I play the Weedle here? I think I play the. Anyways, it plays Dawn, which is like okay-ish. Certainly helps you set up. You have like Lillie's as an actual draw supporter, and that's the only draw supporter in the deck. And it has like Meowth, but you don't really want to play Meowth, and it does have Meowth, and so you have like Meowth, you have 4 outs to Meowth and Ultra Ball, or 4 additional outs to Meowth. You have Fez as well, which would be good here, I guess. Again, these are all kind of liabilities as well, which isn't really one, and obviously hurts the situation like this. And I don't know, I just like to see more draw supporters in the game. Honestly, you know, I'm looking at Gwen in the next set in Pitch Black, and I'm like, yeah, this card's super good. Are they accelerating to their other Slowpoke as well? That seems kind of weird. Also, are they stuck? Can they like do something? I now that I think about it, things could be kind of bad for them. This is like, we are not out of this game. I mean, it kind of depends. Depending on our draws, we could be very out of this game, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we're like super chilling. Okay, well, we've got another Beedrill EX. I will play that, and I'll play like Kakuna as well. I suppose that feels right. I guess, I don't know. And then I'll have Rumbling Bees here. So the reason I wouldn't play the Kakuna is so I could have more cards like Ultra Ball or something like that. Now that I think about it, that's probably bad. This allows me to Beedrill EX much easier. We do take a 1-price knockout, which isn't like super good. Some ways I could have even passed there. I don't think passing there was good because that doesn't seem good, right? But maybe it would have been the right play. Also, if they are like relying on coin flips, they could miss. I like talk about them essentially taking 1-shots because they are taking 2 shots, but stop me from attacking or doing anything there. But it's a 75% chance for that to happen with the Vanillix. So, which by the way, I like didn't know what that card did before this either. I'm sure I've looked at it in the past, but I didn't really think about it. But anyways, if they do that, so like, what do they do? I mean, I like assume, like I trust that they're gonna attack here, but the way they're sequencing is like super weird. Um, like not wrong. I mean, they might have missequenced at some point, but like that sequencing was just kind of weird to me. Anyways, they're gonna save for my next code breaking here for. Wait, why are they safe for my next code breaking? Or are they? Oh, are they gonna save for my next code breaking and then Fez? They haven't Fezzed, right? Oh, they did Fez. Never mind. I always forget, or I don't always forget, but I do feel like it should have a down arrow on this, as opposed to like on the side. And like it kind of is like a game action thing. Oh wow, that's interesting. They're safe for my code breaking. They are keeping the codes for next turn. It's cool. They are going to take the knockout with the Metagross here. The guys here. Yeah, that's cool there. We do have the knockout. I'm pretty sure. A double Beedrill, which I'm pretty sure we didn't prize that. So we do have the knockout. And now I'm a little scared, but we'll see what happens here. And I'll Bug Catching Set. We get 2 Grass Energies. Sure, it doesn't matter there. That's fine. I will Dawn. I will get the Real EX. Get, I guess, Meowth EX and the Dunsparce. So that's fine. I'm liking Fez. I don't want to play Fez. It's a liability here, as I said. To like Metagross to get the knockout. So I'm not going to play with Meowth, but I could play with Meowth later if I'm not playing any basic this turn. Fez doesn't do anything after that, right? So that's my idea there, and none of the other basic. Good. So that's fine. And now we just like get boss next turn, then we can win. So that's the situation we're in. Now that I think about it, if she'll right card me, I should put Meowth EX on top as well. So I don't think they play that card, but I don't really know. So I'll put it on top there. I will have both Beedrill EXs around as well. So if I don't, I have lost the game, right? So I will put Meowth EX on top of the deck there. Link for a knockout. I think I made the right plays there. I am not super confident there, to be honest. I could boss to try to like slow them down as well or something like that. And that seems like that won't work because presumably all the other Pokemon will be basics. I don't even think it's possible to have like multiple like a Pokemon I could trap, but is like a thing that I will mention there. And again, I think it is actually going to come down to coin flips here. They could have the knockout. I don't know. They could also Conkeldurr, or not Conkeldurr. They could Annihilate here. Annihilate would tie the game. So that would be, or put into some death. So that presumably puts will be favored. I don't know. But I would not do that. Actually, I might do that. It's funny. If they have Vanilla, so that's like a better play. So I just really don't have that, or they do when they're using it. Right? They got the Annihilate though. They could go for the Annihilate. They're going for the Annihilate. Wow. Okay. So what happens is that we're both knocked out, and then Live probably like has an issue. I don't know. But so wait, no. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. No, but they don't tie. I need to take 2 prizes, and they need to take 1 prize, and they took 2 prizes, and I took 1. Never mind. I'm just wrong. I'm kind of tired, I guess. That was yeah. So they got the win there. For some reason I was thinking that like yeah, 2 prizes, 1 prize, one is taking 2, one is taking 1. So we tie. We don't tie. I thought we were gonna tie because I don't know. But yeah, the deck is okay, but it needs more support. Like that, I just didn't draw very well. I feel like it needs like I don't know. Chuck in Force Force Guidance, chuck in a bunch of Night Stretchers or something. I don't know. I feel like that could help the deck, to be honest. I don't know. I might mess around with the Beedrill some. In terms of different options, obviously there's Arbelieve out there. Been played Arbelieve the one game. It didn't go very well for them. So they might have messed up, but it didn't really matter. So overall, I certainly didn't play perfectly. Sure, I made some probably pretty big plays. I don't know. Well, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comment section. Overall, the deck is kind of cool. I'd say it's kind of what I expect it to be honest, but it is kind of interesting. But tell me down below your thoughts in the comment section. Any other decks you want me to play and other video ideas you have as well. I'm super excited to make some more content. I guess some really fun ideas, and I'm probably going to make a post on or like a poll on my YouTube tab. So check that out. But I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. That really helps support the channel. Share as well. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.